July is nearly completed, lads. This means one thing. The football's back!
Get in!
Get in!
All right. I'm a Sheffield Wednesday supporter. The football's back!
Yeah, so it's not something I can relate to.
I don't want it back. I don't want it back. I'm used to having shit seasons. This is going to be something special. I'd be surprised if we win one game. Enough about them already. That's enough out of them swats anyway. I'm joined by my former boss, now current co-host, Ben Ballantyne. All right, Ben?
Yeah, I'm good, Sam, mate. Thank you.
Perfect. And I'm joined by my very good friend, Joe. How are you going, Joe?
I'm not too bad at all, thank you, Blair.
Nice one. I will say congratulations to the women. They've won back-to-back Euros. I don't watch women's football. I'm not going to pretend. But, you know, to win a major tournament back-to-back, it's fucking impressive, to be fair. So fair play to them. And that's pretty much all I've got to say.
I don't think any of us watch it enough, do we, to give it justice of giving our comments.
No, and I can't force it for content. It's not who I am. So yeah, well done anyway. Just like I say, to win a major tournament is hard, and to win two back-to-backs pretty impressive. Right then, pre-season is it's nearly finished, Ben. You went to an English pre-season game. Hull have come back from Turkey. You went to Stockport this weekend.
Yeah.
What was it like?
4 in a row, mate. I can't believe it. I can't remember last time Hull won 4 games in a row.
Oh yeah.
It'll be a bloody long time ago, mate. Yeah, the first half was pretty dire. You could tell it was pre-season. It was very, very poor standard, to be honest. Lots of mistakes made. But second half sorted it out. They won 1-0. And funny enough, mate, if you play a striker up front, he might score some goals.
What down the middle in his favourite position?
Yeah, you know, do that thing where you cross ball and that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Might be onto something there.
Put the ball in the bloody box. You might score some goals, mate.
Any of the new signings? Have you made any new signings? You haven't, have you?
Sami Ajayi played.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, he was before the ban, wasn't
he? He looks very good. Dylan Phillips played in goal for a bit. Looks all right. He's a backup goalie. You know, not what we expect. Ryan Giles looks like a new signing.
Right.
Looks like the new gaffer might have, actually allow him to cross the halfway line, mate.
I mean, that helps when you're attacking full. You can attack, and you can attack.
Yeah, you want Ryan Giles up the pitch, putting the ball in the box, and that's what he's done. And he looks decent. Cody Drama looks decent, who had a bang average year last year. He looks decent. I think they're lacking in midfield. They need to get a creative midfielder in, but apparently Lundstrom's coming in from Trabzonspor. Adjan's done his dodgy dealings in Turkey, and he's getting released.
That's a good signing. That.
It is. He's getting released from his contract a year early to sign for us on a free, and also a striker, 23-year-old Turkish striker called Enis Destan, who's reportedly got lots of potential. He's also coming on a free with a 50% sell-on clause, by all accounts. So I'm quite pleased with it on the basis that in my opinion, they need to act like this restriction's not going to get lifted.
Yeah, okay.
You can't just wait, can you?
Nice one.
John Joe Shelby's not going to be offered a contract.
He wants too much money.
No, I just don't think he's at the level that he once was. So he's not going to work out. Right. But yeah, and then the Miller and Bellumi are coming back, mate. They'll be back just probably for when season starts. They'll start to be able to come on and have some minutes. And them two will be like, well, we've barely seen them, have we?
No, not at all.
He's always injured. So it's good. It's good. The new manager knows what he's talking about. He don't mess about. Very honest. Explains what he likes, what he don't like. And he's won 4 games in a row, mate. So he's an absolute king as far as we're concerned.
It's optimism. I can't wait for November's podcast to see what it's.
Well, after I've gone to Coventry and it all goes to shit, mate, I'll say, you know that thing in pre-season, winning games means fucking nothing.
yeah. We'll get onto that in a minute, because Liverpool, they have a great pre-season game this week, did they? Playing AC Milan. Where are they playing, Joe? Are they in Indonesia? What are they in
Hong Kong, I think it is.
Hong Kong? I mean, that's just what
Yeah,
you want,
doing
isn't it? 3 weeks
the
before.
Festival of Football or Football Festival or something like
Right.
that. But yeah, we had a showing against AC Milan. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was up and down.
Was it a strong lineup? Did they play with an intensity, or was it really lackluster?
Mixed team again, like we've been playing with on the most part. Really good first half, where quite competitive and a little bit more. Let's say we're probably a little bit better. Then second half, we made some changes and just all vibes, just all forward football.
Nice.
I don't think Kirkez and Frimpong actually were in our half at all for the entire half. So that might be something we have to look at. But yeah, we got cut open on the break, which obviously is worrying to some extent. But I mean, I think we've had Robbo at centre back for a portion of that second half, which he's not even good at left back anymore. So never mind centre back. But yeah, obviously we're still a man light in for centre back, and you can see the difference when Virgil van Dijk goes off the pitch. So I think we do need an extra body in there. But
what's going on with Kanate, mate? Does he want out?
I think he's obviously had his ear like rattled by Real Madrid coming in. It looks like they might be doing the same as what they did to Trent to him, whereas they're saying run down your contract, we'll get you on a free and give you a load of money. But there's been rumours that they might come in for him this summer and pay a bit of money, but then about a week after that, it was like, oh, he's going to sign a new contract. So I think we're hopeful that he'll re-sign, because obviously he's a class player, and he'd be a tough one to replace in the long run. But I'm hopeful he'll sign.
Are you interested in?
Yeah, it sounds like that's the player we want as like the Quansah replacement, which sounds mental that an England international, probably the best centre back we've got, is going to be possibly backup. But we'll see. We've also been with the Cresswell, former Leeds player. We've been
Charlie
with him this
Cresswell,
week. Yeah.
He's really good.
22-year-old, isn't he? Gone to France, I think it is. He's playing in France.
Yeah, I saw him play for England under 21s, and he was probably the best defender. He was very, very good.
Yeah, but he's been on radar. But yeah, other than that, they're the two we've been linked with for back two at least.
I think out of all the positions, chopping and changing your back line is the most risky, isn't it? You've two new fullbacks, and if you change in a centre half, it's a lot of change, and it quick as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I said this to somebody earlier today. I think it's going to be everyone's going to expect us to just walk a few competitions because we've had such a big summer, but it could be too many players all at once, and then they're struggling
now,
to gel.
People expect them to win the league now. Let's be right. I don't think, apart from Liverpool fans, not one person said they'll win the league last season.
No, we didn't even. Most people.
You signed Chiesa. That was it.
Yeah, what were it, £12 million? I think we paid for him, and that's
He's a player though, that Chiesa.
Oh yeah, really.
He just hasn't kicked on yet, has he?
Yeah.
Was he injured? Is that why? And he just didn't really get back in.
He had a little niggle apparently, but I just don't think he's equipped for the Premier League's sort of relentless speed. Really, obviously played in Italy for a long, long time, and it's probably a little bit slower. But from what was said on the grapevine, it was more we wanted him to be fully match fit and get a lot more experience before we were playing him. So that's why he quite heavily played in the latter stages of the Champions League group phase, league phase, whatever it is now. And then he played in a lot of the cup competitions because we were trying to build that fitness up so he could play more than 25 minutes at his top level. Yeah. But I really rate him. I think it looks like we're going to be getting rid of him this summer, but I think as a backup is I don't know. There's not much better, really. It's a really good player.
Yeah.
Where's Verts been playing?
Pretty much in the middle, to be fair. It's been
in
sort
10?
of like
Or is it all more of an 8?
more of a 10, between 10 and 11, because we've been playing that kind of like slot position where
He's just
sort of like
pocket.
yeah, Gakpo would be, and he sort of pulls the strings there. So there's a few people saying that we might end up going to sort of like a 2-2-2 formation going forward. So you've got like Gravenberch and McAllister, for example, and then Verts, so he's in middle, and then you've obviously got your wing backs to push on, and then obviously Ekatike and Nunes as it stands up front. But we'll see what happens in that space.
Nunes scored an hat-trick the other day, didn't he?
Behind closed doors against Stoke, yeah.
Get in.
Going to beat what's in front of you, mate.
Can you do it in a pre-season friendly at Stoke? Yes, he can.
And Vert's got 2 assists in that game as well, so shows good things.
People slagging him off against AC Milan didn't say that, did they?
Well, talking about pre-season friendlies, Blair.
Yeah.
Did Sheffield Wednesday won a game, didn't they?
They've won back-to-back, mate.
Back-to-back?
Not conceded the goal.
Well,
3-0 against York City, the National League champions. And champions-elect. And they beat Mansfield yesterday.
And do we know anything about who played, mate?
Yeah, I could. Well, I know everyone who played. Full lineup got released. Pretty much, what's left? What's left? And a lot of kids. A player called Bruno Fernandes played.
Right.
Hey, I mean, you got to be good with that name, haven't you? You've got to be good with a name like Bruno Fernandes. He'll be next one snapped up by.
Yeah. He'll be next one when John Terry needs to pay some wages.
Yeah. Ike Ugbo scored. He did get one league goal last season.
Right.
He scored.
So that's a bonus.
Who knows? Maybe Gassama, Windass, Masaba, Michael Smith were just holding him back. Maybe all them could.
Who is it as well? Is it Kabak? Is it Kabak?
Yeah,
the winger.
Kabaksi, the Polish winger, Olaf, Snowman. Yeah, he looked. He had flashes last season. He thought this kid's got something. They offered him 4 years on a contract, which is huge, and I feel sorry for the kid really, because Norwich wanted him and a few other top championship clubs wanted him last summer. And he's been sold this project. He's got this young charismatic managers, one of the top coaches outside of Premier Leagues, obviously sold the dream to him. And a year later, the club's gone to absolute shit. So he must just think, Christ, and he is stuck because he's got 3 years left. So like, unless, and we know that Chansey has been paying everyone under 21 because they've got value. He's a wanker, so he's been choosing who to pay and who not to pay, which makes it even worse when you think about,
At least he's still getting paid.
Yeah,
Can't be that miserable.
No, but when you think about the staff,
I bet he wishes he wasn't.
Yeah. It's more when you think about like the non-playing staff who weren't getting paid, and this guy's choosing to pay a player over them, and the player can probably live without the wages. So yeah. I mean, let's be honest. If Sheffield Wednesday stay up this season, it's probably up there on par, if not bigger than Leicester in the Premier League, isn't it? Like,
I know we don't want to talk about Wednesday loads, but I do think it's a bit bizarre from the club of how quiet they have been. Like, there's all the rumours coming out about the stand. I don't
think there's more. I don't think there's any more bad news that could come out of it. Really, is there? I think it's just.
No, but is Danny Roll there or not? Because 1 minute he's leaving, he's going to be put on gardening leave. He's coming out into the press that he's gonna basically go.
He's doing the hokey-cokey, isn't he, this lad?
Yeah, it's bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah. It's come out again today in the Sun, so take it with a pinch of salt. But apparently Chansey is still wanting £100 million. So that's why no one's buying it, because You know, he's willing to sell, but who's fucking paying that?
Yeah.
It's not happening, is it?
I did say it to you, didn't I? But when we were having our conversations off air about it, is that this is just a front because nobody sells your assets if you're willing to sell, because that's what add values to your club. When you're selling the assets like you are doing, it's because you think you can save it.
Oh yeah, because let's just say he wanted £40 million, which we know is probably, even if he didn't. You sold all your players now. It's probably not even worth that, and the stand's gonna get either reduced capacity or closed next week.
Yeah, you don't even have a training ground yet, do you?
I think that's sorted now. I think.
Bloody hell! So that is some good news then. They can, they don't have to train at a leisure club or wherever they were.
Well, you don't need as big of a training pitch anymore because you've only got 10 players. So you only need one. You only need one half at pitch late, I suppose.
Silver linings. Yeah.
And is there a was it Canate, the kid that you had on trial?
Yeah, I think he played yesterday. Trialist played in midfield yesterday, so I imagine that's him. Third from the third division of Portugal. He's probably just desperate to just get in England and see what he can do. And if he's one of them Africans who's just got one of them engines on him who can just run and run and run, that's probably who you need at this point.
Yeah, he'll take his 7k a week.
Yeah,
it'd be good for him.
It's probably double what he's on now. So, but yeah, it's not.
Is yours the same as Hull? Of like they expect it to be first week in August when the actual process is done with the EFL?
We've got no news at all about that sort of stuff.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, it's been very quiet, but I think it's only quiet because there's not much else what can go wrong apart from the stands being closed and then another player being sold. It's pretty much what's bad has already happened. I don't think it can get any worse. It's like a Sheffield United fan's wet dream. If they say like, what do you want to happen to Sheffield Wednesday? I want all the players to go. I want the chairman to be, not pay the tax. But, it's like everything they could possibly imagine has come true. The gap now between us and them is so big. It's a chasm. It's horrible. It's not very nice. So anyway, enough of them twats. I don't want to talk about them. We'll talk about transfers, because I know someone who will be happy. Miriakos. He's definitely smashing some players today. Morgan Gibbs White has signed a new contract. He's did an interview. Did you see the interview, either of you?
No. Yes, it looked quite forced, let's say.
With that Miriakos stood next to him.
Stood next to him, just staring at him.
So weird, right? Yeah, literally just stoneballing, yeah.
And Gibbs White saying, "I am delighted and I'm thankful to Mr. Mariakos for all his support, and what we're building here is all thanks to Mr. Mariakos." And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound written and scripted at all.
Sounds like his family's at gunpoint behind him or something. It's just...
What's the deal then? What have they put him on?
I don't know. Super secret release clause, I think this time.
Oh, right, okay. It's
apparently their record deal. I'm not sure what their record deal is. But yeah, it's a club record contract, apparently. I've never heard that phrase used before, but that is what it is.
Yeah.
So maybe Marinakis weren't as mad as we thought he was, and Spurs have been very, very naughty. Because otherwise, why would it not have been approved?
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? I don't know. I don't know, but it's so strange. It's up there, one of the strangest transfers, like U-turns in a long time, isn't it? Like,
but is having a release clause like having like an NDA against you? Like you can't actually tell someone.
Everyone knows about release clauses. How many times have you heard a player goes, "Oh, so and so's got so a release clause"?
Well, I thought that's what a release clause existed for. If that, if somebody pays this amount, we will accept it, and it's negotiated in the contract. So I can't fathom how you can't tell a club that you want to buy me, and it's 60 million quid.
Well, yeah,
because you've already agreed it.
unless it was sort of like an NDA alongside. So say like we've got this in place. If someone offers this much, we'll accept, but we're not making that public. That's the only thing I can think that it's got to do it, because legal side of it is usually just NDAs. But I'm pretty sure they're becoming a thing of the past soon anyway. So, I don't know.
Yeah, mad, absolutely mad.
News gets out anyway, doesn't it? Everyone.
I can't believe it. I was dead certain that he was off to Tottenham, like regardless.
Even Fabrizio was, and he's been getting some absolute pelters online for his here we go.
I know, but how can you even think that it's going to get overturned? Well, the EFL haven't even really said anything, have they? He's just signed a new contract, haven't they? The Premier League, sorry. The FPL haven't said anything, have they? So it's not. So God knows.
No. Strange. Anyway, I hope he has a good season for Nottingham Forest. But I do think they could. I don't know. They made some good signings actually, but I don't think they'll be as high as they were this season. I don't.
No, I don't. I think they'll be all right though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got enough, I think. Mid-table battling the top 10, I think.
Yeah.
Igor Jesus is a very good striker though.
Yeah, we'll see. They've got a few Brazilians in their squad now, haven't they?
Yeah.
That Murillo was really highly rated, isn't he? Centre half.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's decent there. Yeah.
Right then, back to Liverpool then, Joe, because they just don't stop spending money now. It's just complete. What do you think Jurgen Klopp thinks at the moment? Fucking hell, where's all this? Where are we there?
I think there's a few things I brought up with people before about this. I think one, Klopp was very nostalgic over his players. He had like a family feel where it were like, these players, they're my players, and I'm going to win with them. But the other hand, I guess, to go with it is the stadium's been paid off now.
Yeah.
So we've had, for the last 10 years, we've had a fully new training park built. We've had 2 new huge stands put on, and it's increased our capacity by nearly 20,000, or maybe a bit more than that.
It's
now,
massive now. Anfield. It looks like a new stadium, doesn't it? I think the job they've done is really good.
It is, and that's the only thing I can put as like a stumbling block on that sort of how we've been paying, because it's just all those are finished, and apparently the stand's paid off now, so that's all done and dusted. So we can spend. We're still very good apparently on PSR. Apparently we could sign Gehi and Isak and still be in the green of PSR. So it shows
some outgoings coming soon as well, aren't there? So
yeah. So I think I looked at it. I think it's we could probably, with some of the outgoings, probably recoup about 250 million back. So
yeah.
And I said this with the tiniest little thing, like smidge, but then it's only 170 million spent.
Yeah.
Which is mental, but that's what every team does. I mean, Chelsea are going to tot up 320, 350 million after they sign there too.
West Ham spend 150 every summer.
Mm.
Like, even Spurs do.
It's just the Premier League, isn't it? They've got money. And this is the first time we've ever gone this hard in a transfer window. And apparently our CFO, or whatever it is, Hogan, said in an interview, we're a big club, so we better start acting like it. And now this is where we're saying we can attract these players now. We've struggled to do so for a long time. We've now at this precipice point where we're one of the biggest. I think we've got the most profitable revenue in the league. Why not throw that around a bit and get some players in?
This is the first time in a long time, though, isn't it? Like you say about Jurgen Klopp having his his family feel. It's a big change for Liverpool, isn't it? That team can't have been changed anywhere near as much as it is this summer for how long is it going to be? Like 10 years or something?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a sort of like a similar cast of players since at least 2018. So it's a good 7 to 10 years of similar players being in the squad. And I think I said it a few weeks ago, they've all aged together. Like all of our best players now are around that 30 mark.
Yeah.
Diaz is coming up to that, so we're shipping him off, getting in some more youth.
Yeah.
I think obviously we probably wouldn't have gone in for Ekitike or Isak as in one of the two if Nunes had sort of hit that promise that he showed in Portugal.
Yeah.
But with the way football is, we'll probably end up getting a lot of money for him because there's not that many top level strikers out there. And as bad as he has been, apparently,
I think he's good.
Yeah, I mean, as bad as he's been, and I'm saying that as like he's not actually that bad. He's still his goals and assists ratio is still ridiculously good.
Oh, the one against Newcastle, was it last season?
Brentford last season, I think it was Newcastle. Oh, last season might have been actually.
Scored too late on, didn't he?
Yeah, scored too late on against Brentford, which helped us last season towards title. Scored a late winner against Forest away as well. So like, it
seems to be more instinctive for me. When he has to think too long about what he's doing, that's when he seems to miss his chances. But when it's just like, it just gets fucking launched at him and he just has to smack it. It just seems to go in.
Yeah, I think
he's one of them strikers.
He is, and he's a confidence player as well. If he scores one, he'll probably get a second or a third.
Yeah.
If he
so
doesn't,
quick as well.
Just can't. Yeah, he'll make a fantastic striker for pretty much any club outside of the Premier League. I think Premier League. I think you've got to be a little bit more sharp.
I don't think they're going to sell him to a Premier League team anyway, are they? Let's be right.
Nah, obviously it was Napoli, but they've pulled out and signed someone from their Serie 2, Serie B or whatever it is. But Saudi is probably going to be. Let's be honest. That's that's where the money is. So.
The problem is that these big clubs, it's hard to get a run of games, isn't it? If you're not performing, you're out, and someone else is in. I think if he was at, I don't know, let's say Tottenham and played every week, I think he'd score a shitload of goals.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's obviously when it's as cutthroat up at the top, when you need the goals. Obviously, when we've had Jota in there and he just slots them in for fun, it's hard to justify keeping Nunes round. Even though he still is a fan favourite. There's plenty of Liverpool fans who back him to the hilt, but it's one of them where it's been 3 years now. The level's been the same. There's never been that jump. So I think it's probably time for both parties, to be fair.
So Ekitike's through the door. Just crazy. It seems like Newcastle was sniffing, and the next minute Liverpool just went, "Yeah, sod it, we'll have him then."
Yeah, we've done some bullying tactics this summer. To be fair, I didn't expect it from us at all, but
it worked for Chelsea, hasn't it? Over the years as well.
I mean, we went to Newcastle and said we want Isak, and they went no. And then they went, "Oh, we're going to get Ekitike." So we went, "No, we'll get him." And then we're going to get Isak anyway. And it's just
it looks like that's really upset Isak, hasn't it? And he's thrown the teddy out of the pram. And by the sounds of it, it looks like it's only going to be Liverpool who's going to get him, which is just absolutely
What's your take on this, though? It really frustrates me that you can be unhappy as you want to be to leave a club. You can put in a transfer request. I just cannot get my head around how anybody thinks it's acceptable when you're in contract to just go, I ain't coming training.
He's got 3 years left and all. It's not like it's like 6 months left.
It's a weird one because obviously Gyökeres did it with Arsenal, didn't he? He refused to go back to Sporting and do anything with them. And apparently that was to do with a broken promise that a verbal agreement. Obviously it doesn't. It's not binding. But he did the same, didn't turn up for training, said I'm not coming back. And then Isak's done it to some extent, but he said he would stay there. He wants a new contract to be paid what he's worth now. And obviously they've said, we can't give you 300 grand a week. And he said, I'll find someone who can, basically. It's a weird one. I don't really usually like that attitude, to be honest. I prefer people to just get their head down and carry on. We've had it with Coutinho, who got a back injury, and then 2 months later he were at Barca. So it's a weird one. I don't like the attitude.
So you say what you're saying is, but when the Liverpool fans called Trent Arnold a rat and everything and booed him, you're saying, but Isak's not going to be a rat when he comes to Liverpool. Is that what
Yeah, obviously the difference is just the longevity in it, at the club. That's the only thing. Isak's made it apparent that he wants to leave. If he's handed a transfer request in and they're not saying anything, he's just actively showing that to a club that he's been at for 3 years. Whereas, Trent didn't tell us anything, refused to sign contracts, and then left us for free. Well, 8 million in end, but I think it's a little bit different. But I don't like I say.
He might as well just gone for free anyway.
Yeah, I don't like it. Like I said, don't like the way he's gone about it. But yeah, I think we'd be fine if we didn't sign him this summer. We could wait till next summer. It's just whether he's willing to.
What's the Isak deal? How much they're talking? Newcastle want?
Well, apparently
130
they want.
million, isn't it?
I think they want about 160, but that's not going to happen at all. So I think it'll end up being like, the rumour I've seen is 120 million plus 15 add-ons.
Yeah,
he's good. It's his injury record that worries me about him.
Yeah, I think he's just a phenomenal player. But
it might suit Liverpool having such a big squad now, but they can just, when they've got, Bournemouth. When they've got Bournemouth coming up, midweek game. Let's just say it's a midweek game, and you can go, you know what, we can rest these this week, and we'll just put TK in, and we'll just save him for the bigger, the more important games. And
I think it's going to be Champions League. I think all these big clubs are going to just do a PSG in Champions League, and they're just going to half-arse it to get through. Because they don't need to try, do they, really? No. They can put out the B team, they will win enough games, definitely, to finish in the top, God knows how many get through. It's practically a bloody bye.
26.
And then when you play your little playoff game before you go first round knockout, it's against someone else who's also in that bloody group. So they're not much cop either.
Yeah, you can be unlucky and might get Real Madrid, but you also might get Celtic.
It would just be very funny if everybody starts doing it and it just ends up being like you end up with a Champions League final in first round and knockout. Because everyone's trying to just half-arse it through.
Yeah, it's interesting. And I don't think Liverpool are going to stop there. Like you say, I do think they're going to get a centre half in as well. So.
Well, realistically, we need to. Joe Gomez got injured before the game against AC Milan.
He's all injured, isn't he?
Yeah, but it's just one of them where obviously he's our third centre back. We've literally got no other centre backs, so we need one.
And he's English, isn't he? So he fills that quota, doesn't he? Is the
I remember the other day as well. We've got Steven Basetic coming back off his loan at Leipzig or Salzburg, whichever it were. So.
He's more of an older midfielder, though, and he can play centre back, though, can't he?
Yeah, but he can play it, but I think we'll end up shipping him off as well, to be honest, and bring some more.
He looks quite good, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he looks a bit like he's like a younger version of sort of the Gravenberch what we've got now. He's really athletic, but he's very good at like the defensive work, and he can put a good pass off. So. I think he'll end up being a good player for somebody. I just don't think he'll be us as it stands.
Someone else you can sell for 50 million quid, isn't it, I suppose? Today's market.
Don't think we'll get quite that much.
Oh, but. Yeah. The market's mental, though, these days. It's just... Elanga went for 55 million. Who knows what can happen. Just crazy.
He scored today.
Yeah, he did. Scored against Arsenal today.
Oh, speaking of Arsenal, they signed a player yesterday, finally.
Gyökeres.
Yeah, Gyökeres. He's been the longest saga of so far.
Well, it's the longest imminent signing for a long time. It's been imminent signing for about 3 months.
Yeah. I mean, his record is impressive. 97 goals in 102 games.
Yeah.
The past 2 seasons. I mean, you can't... It might be Portugal, but it's still fucking hell. 97 in 102 is good, isn't it? Like, that's impressive, isn't it? And I'm sure he's got a lot of assists in there and all, which have not got a hand. But I just can't. And this time next year we might be going, bloody hell, what a signing! He scored 50 goals in Premier League. I just can't get Coventry City out of my head.
No, I'm the same as you, mate. I've watched him too many times playing for Coventry that I just can't grasp how he's become that good from
in 2
such
years.
a short in such a short. But his record doesn't lie, does it? So we've surely he's going to come into Arsenal team, he's going to score goals no matter what. But it's just how many.
Yeah, is it enough to win the league? Because that's what he's brought in for, isn't it? Let's be right. You can't keep finishing second.
The fee's pretty decent as well, I think, for what bloody strikers are going for. I think Arsenal have done a good job.
Yeah, is it 55 million quid plus add-ons, so 65 million euros?
And Coventry gets 6 mil of that, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Sporting Lisbon are not getting a great deal out of it because they signed him for 25 million quid.
Yeah, I think that's why they wanted to push that fee up and breach that gentleman's agreement that they had with him, because I think they probably thought, oh yeah, 60 million sounds really good, and then looked at him last season like, wow, he's just scored us a bucket of goals.
He's just scored 55 and
You see this a lot though, don't you, with clubs getting frustrated because they deem him being a £60 million player, and they're like, well, we're going to need more money because we've got a sell-on clause and we've got to pay them some. Yeah. It's just like, but the buying club are surely just like, well, that's not my problem, mate.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not giving you extra to pay his bloody sell-on clause and all.
That's just retail and sales in general, isn't it? You look at when you buy a product, if the price of the components go up, the price of the product goes up. So if it's that sort of thing where if they've got some overheads to pay, they're going to ask for more money. But yeah, I think it's a good deal for Arsenal, and they needed that out and out striker. So I think they've.
Is he on the Premier League yet? How much is it?
It's not been released yet.
Boo.
I think it's going to be about 9.5.
Right, okay.
That's my guess. That's my guess.
And he's been given the number 14 shirt, Gyökeres. That's a
Terry Henry.
A big number to carry, isn't it, at Arsenal?
Yeah. Has anyone worn that since Henry?
Bamiyang wore it, I think.
Right, he did all right.
Who else wore it? Can't remember.
Alex Iwobi.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. Maybe they don't respect that shirt as much as they should. Wow. Okay.
Theo Walcott did.
Theo, yeah.
And Eddie. Oh no, actually, it weren't Alex Iwobi. It was Eddie Nketiah who wore it. So
someone else is wearing the number 14 shirt. Thierry Henry's shirt is Marcus Rashford's gone to Barcelona.
Yeah. Can they register him yet?
Well, apparently that's why Nico Williams didn't go to Barcelona. He asked him, can you guarantee to register me? And they said no. So he said, well, I'm not going then.
He took 10 years of guaranteed money instead.
Yeah,
can't go wrong.
10 years at Bilbao, but yeah. Because Danny Olmo was in the stand for like, what, 3.5 months or something?
Yeah, before they could register.
Still won the league, like. So we weren't bothered, but...
Tell you what, that Basque region churn out some bloody players, don't they?
Oh, yeah.
Mental, considering the size of it.
Smaller than Yorkshire. and just constantly churning out class players. You've got 3 La Liga teams who just have Basque-only players as well, which is... I'd love it if a club in England did that, if a Yorkshire team had it and you only had Yorkshire players in. Probably be in Conference North.
Yeah. We'd be shit, but the principle would be good.
But do you think Rashford will do all right over there? I mean, it's a World Cup year. He's obviously he's got to start.
He's good, isn't he?
Rafinha's
bloody good.
Rafinha's the one who's on the left hand side up there, though. It's like, not dislodging him, are you? Because he's phenomenal now.
It's a tough one. He's obviously a good player, and I think against some of the Spanish sides he'll do well. But going back to what Ben said earlier, it's big competition with Barcelona being in Champions League now as well.
Yeah.
Again, it shows you just how much squad depth you need. So
yeah, you need big squads now, don't you?
Yeah.
I think that's what they've all got. They're all doing it. Man City, Liverpool, Barca, PSG. They're all just loading the squads up now, aren't they? Hoarding players, but I think it's because they're moaning about fixture congestion. Maybe they're finally doing something about it. Oh, we'll just start using the
squads.
Yeah, we'll just start using the squads. I mean, Fair play, lads.
But the price for him, with the obligation to buy, is pretty good as well. If he hits it and absolutely, kills that league, it's a €30 million buyout clause.
There's no way they're paying his full wage either. There's no way they're doing that.
Probably not. I would struggle to think that they'd be able to register him if they were paying 100%.
Well, I just.
So Man United are the crappiest club at the moment, aren't they? Out of the big clubs for business-wise, aren't they? Their business is crappy.
Look at they pay him so much money they can't move him on.
Yeah.
Because no one will take him for it.
Well, the same issue with Jadon Sancho now, aren't they?
But I just can't grasp of how many players are going to be a problem at that club. All these managers going this time they're picking on Garnacho, and he's going to be the next one to go.
He actually seems like one of the good ones and all, though. Like, every time I see him play, like he actually seems like he actually might do something.
I know he's still young and he's a bit raw, but he's the one, isn't he, that you watch other than Bruno Fernandes, who you think like, well, he's clearly got something.
Well, when he came on against Tottenham in the Europa League final, he was like the only one who actually finally looked like he might actually do something for Man United when he came on.
Yeah, and it looks like he's going to go to Villa.
And he's banned from the training ground, isn't he? Unless if Amarin's in the training ground, he's not allowed in. I'd love to know what he's done.
It disrespect. I mean, the post, wasn't it, of him in the Villa shirt with Rashford on his back? That's what did it. I think it's showing that disrespect for his decision making and the club in general. So
yeah. But the rumour is, isn't it? After the Europa League final, Amarin told him to his face in front of the rest of his squad members, but you're not here next season.
Yeah.
I mean, is that a good thing? Like, sometimes we talk about hard managers. We go, "Oh, we love these hard managers." Say how it is, but that might be a bit too harsh after a cup final loss.
It's that manager thing, in it, coming in when it's all a shambles, like, well, I've got to fucking sack someone.
Yeah.
I was speaking to a bloke at work who lives in Manchester, and he was speaking.
A Manchester United fan in Manchester.
No, he's not a Manchester United fan. He's an Arsenal fan.
There we go. I was going to say, like, rocking that shit finding one of them.
She's not wrong. But he were at gym, and he was talking to, what's his name, Evan's brother.
All right.
And apparently, in that Europa League final, Amarim said nothing at half-time.
Wow.
Went into change rooms, didn't say a word.
Wow.
According to, Evan's brother.
Wow.
So, obviously, pinch of salt, might not be true, but if that's true, that's pretty abject, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I looked at Amarin's record today. He won 6 league games.
Yeah, isn't it the worst of any Manchester United manager?
Yeah, from January he won 6 league games. That's piss poor, isn't it?
Well, I'm just waiting for it to happen. I think it's inevitable he's going to get sacked because Manchester United, I don't think it matters what they do, are not going to be high enough up the table because I think the squad's poor. I don't think the system works. And I think when he gets sacked, you're just going to hear the same old story we've heard from the last 4 managers.
Yeah.
I've got a squad, and I can't come in and play my formation, but I'm going to do it anyway. No, have you ever seen a team for the last God knows how long win anything playing wing backs?
Conte's Chelsea, weren't it? That was the only one that comes to mind.
Yeah. You know, like, it just doesn't work, does it? And I can't get my head around, and I know we like to joke, you know, this is Manchester United we're talking about, but how on earth do Man United appoint a manager, the last few managers who were like, well, we want to be the best counter-attacking football team in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just not them, is it? It isn't their identity.
Like,
it never has been.
You said in his interview, you know, what system did you play? Well, I played these wing-back formations really well at Sporting. Well, we've not got any wing-backs. So what are you going to do? Well, I'm going to play it anyway.
Yeah.
Like, why was that question not asked in the interview? Like,
yeah.
Can you do something until you get your wing backs?
Yeah.
Dan's going to shoe on some players in there.
We've got about 8 wingers at the club. What are you going to do with them? Because you don't use wingers. Well, just fucking try and sell them all.
Well, then he signed Embremo. He's a winger, isn't he? Like, that's where I'd stick him. Why do a 3?
Yeah. Well, I know he likes those 2 tends, doesn't he, to drift into pockets and pick the ball up. And I think Mbeumo can do that because he's played through middle quite a few times for Brentford, but he is predominantly a winger, isn't he, who cuts in on his left foot.
And then Cunha, is he a winger? Or is he
for me, Cunha and Mbeumo they're interchangeable. For me, they're that similar. They both play that centre forward role quite well, but Mbeumo plays it a little bit more out to the right. My other half, for instance, is a Manchester United fan, so I've spoke in length about this subject. But I've said to the amount they've gone into this summer and signed 2 centre forwards when they need 8 players, and they need a right wing back. They've not been linked with any. They need a centre back or 2 that are actually like reliably fit all the time.
Yeah,
and a new goalkeeper.
100%.
And even Amorim, in his interview after the Leeds game, said, "We're really light in midfield. We need someone with an engine." So, but they're not signing anyone. They've been linked with some kid from Valencia, I think it is, for 22 million. But that's it.
And it took him forever to sign Mbeumo, didn't it, as well? Like, you're taking your piss now.
Yeah.
You took 7 weeks to sign him.
Well, go on.
I was just going to say, with Man United though, why on earth would you ever back down? Like in your negotiations, because it's inevitable. They will pay it. It's like the club can't afford to just turn around and go, "We really wanted Mbeumo, but they're asking for this much money, and we just do not value him at that price." So
they only asked for £5 million more than what they offered, and they went in with like a £2 million increase. Just fucking pay the £5 million, lads.
Well, they said originally it were Brentford saying we want 65 million for him because if you look at all the players who've gone, he's scored more goals than them all, so we want more money. So fair enough. And then they went, what about 55 million and 7.5 add-ons? And they went, well, that's not 65 million, so no. It took that long for them to negotiate that Brentford went, we want 70 million now. Yeah. And they've had to pay 70 million. So, what's going on?
I just can't understand why Bruno Fernandes would be happy at Manchester United, but getting playing basically a deep lying playmaker role when he's very good on the ball and he hurts teams when he's in the pocket and making things happen. And they're going to basically plonk him in midfield to have to be their legs because none of the other ones can run.
I can't see him getting top half as things stand.
They need more signings, that's for sure.
They're not getting Europe at the moment. I mean, by September 1st, it could be a completely different story. They could have made 6 more signings, and we sit here going, bloody hell, you've got a pretty decent squad coming to get together now. But I
just think, like Ben said, pushing your best player into a position he's not the best in isn't going to work out. The only other thing I can think is they're going to play Cunha up front through the middle.
Yeah.
But in pre-season, it's been Højlund up there and then Cunha behind. Against West Ham, I watched that game last night and Bruno ran the show.
Yeah.
Scored a penalty and then scored an absolutely lovely chip whip shot and it nestled in back corner. Ariola's terrible though as a goalkeeper. That's probably the worst goalkeeper I've seen in a while.
Did Manchester United move the ball? Because I watched them against I can't remember which game it was.
Leeds.
Oh, Leeds, and they were dreadful.
They moved the ball a lot better. They did have a lot more. They brought Ahmad in at right wing back, which is definitely his position. But he did look dangerous still. He scored a goal that were offside by a hair.
Right.
So he still looks dangerous. I think last season it was Bruno and him who did anything good for him.
He won't be able to defend. If he plays that wing back role, he won't be able to defend it. That's the problem, isn't it?
I think the whole thing with the wing back system is your wing backs don't defend. You have your back 3 to defend, and then the defensive midfielder drops into the centre back role. But Ugarte is not that player.
You're just asking for any decent wingers who's got all that space in behind. So just attack your centre half. So whip a ball in constantly.
Yeah.
I think
Go on, Joe. You're right.
I would say I think that's why they play Mazraoui there instead, because obviously he's a right back by trade. Yeah. They play him right centre back because he's got that athleticism to get across.
Yeah.
But at the other side, Martinez has got biscuit knees,
Yeah.
and then his replacement for him's Yoro, but he plays in Mazraoui's position,
So
and
Harry
then
Maguire.
you've got De Ligt and Harry Maguire who are both centre, like literally the centre of the three. So
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
I still
For
think
me-
they're missing a couple.
Yeah. For me, it's just the speed in which they move the ball around the back. It's just so slow. I just think when teams are going to come and set up against them and just sit with a mid block, I just don't understand how they're going to get anywhere. Because it just doesn't move quick enough.
I mean, I watched the game, and West Ham and them play a very similar lineup, like a very very similar system. Potter's looking like he's putting this three at the back in, but he's playing a more defensive three at the back, where it's pretty much five on the most part, and then you've got that Malik Diouf and Wan-Bissaka bombing up and down. But they are proper wing backs who can get back, who can defend and attack. Whereas, you've not got that at the minute. I do really like Dorgu for him. I think left wing back, they're absolutely solid. He's an electric player, but they need the supporting cast, and they've just not got the components just yet.
Right. Well. Yeah. I don't. Well, we might do a Premier League prediction at some point, and before the season starts. But yeah, Man United are nowhere near the top for me at the moment.
No, definitely not.
We'll end on Chelsea then, the club world champions, the world champions. They're selling João Felix for £44 million.
Yeah, how have they done that?
Well,
who's he going to?
Saudi Arabia, who also have links to Chelsea.
Right.
So it's all very suspect, isn't it? You know, we can't shift this player.
Just like their was it Strasbourg's record signing? It's a Chelsea player, and they own them as well. So.
Yeah.
So he's going to go. They're going to replace him with Xavi Simons.
Yeah, Xavi Simons is coming in. God, wow. I mean, you can't fault. I mean, the thing is, you would say a year ago, you'd say, "Oh, they've got too many players that don't work," but they've won 2 trophies this season, haven't they? The Conference League, they finished 4th and won the Club World Cup, beating PSG. So maybe they're onto something. Maybe they're onto something, but they just seem to be the only club that this sort of stuff works, isn't it? Like when they were sacking a manager every 6 months under Abramovich, everyone was like, "Going, you got to give him time." But then he'd win a trophy, he'd win the league. He'd sack him after having, he sacked Carlos Ancelotti for finishing second and losing the FA Cup final. The season after, he just won the double, so he just lost the double.
I just think the difference with Chelsea over everyone else is that they don't get punished financially, because even when something doesn't work out, they still manage to move them on and get decent fees.
Selling the car parks and women's teams themselves and stuff like that.
As well as the hotels and everything else they've sold. That whoever does their business is bloody good. Yeah. It works for them, and they probably make more money than most teams just by loaning out 45 youngsters every single summer.
Oh, yeah, they'll loan out 10 players at £5 million apiece. That's 50 million quid there, plus the wages. Then if they have a good season, they'll sell them for 20 million. So.
Yeah. Well, it's like that. Is it Vega or whatever his name is?
Yeah.
He's going for 40 million. He didn't play a game. I think he played one game for him. Because he went on loan and did all right, and now it's 40 million. And then it's 45 million for João Felix, who's terrible. And you're just like, it's crazy. Obviously, 52 for Madueke, who had a good 2 months last year, but they doubled the money on him.
Yeah.
The business model works. You can't deny that.
Yeah, but it only works for them. I don't think no one else could replicate it. What they're doing, it just seems to be a Chelsea thing. Maybe Birmingham City might replicate it if they carry on. Jesus. Right. The very last thing is League 1 and League 2 starts next week.
Mad, isn't it? So quick.
Yeah, so they're starting early. I'll double check that. I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah, August 6th, 2nd. That's next weekend. Rotherham United are playing Port Vale. So,
Port Vale, yeah. The mighty Port Vale. I did look at tickets for that.
Yeah.
But it's £32.
Wow.
Plus £1 booking fee if you book online. So I quickly said, no, thank you. I'll wait for the cup games.
Yeah.
It was 28 for the family. Is it family stand? I think, or whatever it is. And then it's £32 for the actual nice stand. I think it's 28 for the cop and 32 for each other stand. So.
Right.
Yeah, you pay an extra. I think it's extra £1 online. It might be £2 if you don't pick it up. So
God, it's getting too expensive up and down the country for any league at the moment. It looks like Huddersfield and Luton are favourites. I can't see past them, to be honest. Either.
Yeah, Huddersfield for me.
I'm holding out hope the mighty Rotherham get some ground this season, but we'll see.
I'm not confident with Matt Amshaw as their manager this season, I don't think. Even though he did score one of the best scores I've ever seen in the Wednesday shirt live. It was unbelievable. His goal against Watford, if you've not seen that goal against Watford where he scored, Matt Amshaw against Watford, unbelievable. And then League 2, the odds heavy favourites is MK Dons and Chesterfield. Chesterfield, what have they been doing?
Well, they were tipped to go up last season, weren't they, for a bit? Because basically the sort of Wrexham Notts County thing, weren't it? They bounced up from National and went up again. But
all right, I'll have to brush up on my Chesterfield knowledge then this week. But yeah, I've not got a quiz. I've not got one prepared tonight, lads. I do apologise.
No, all good, mate.
But yeah, we'll speak of some league football we got to talk about next week. So yeah, speak to you next week.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, cheers, buddy. Thanks a lot, mate.
Bye.
See you.